want to talk about a few things tonight. It's Monday evening. If you are new to my world, my name is Dr. Jody Dinnerman. I am the founder and creator of All Things Staffless Practice, and I have coined myself an expert mistake maker and solution creator because I'm constantly screwing up and figuring out the solutions and then putting the solutions in front of the right people so that I don't have to make the mistake again. And I've gotten really good at it. And what I love to do, what lights me up more than anything, is to share what I've learned with you guys, the community for the Staffless Practice circle, world, school, books, courses, all of it. So I actually ran into a friend tonight who I haven't seen in a long time, and he actually owns a bunch of supermarkets in the area. And I haven't seen him like since the pandemic. And I just like caught him up, like, yeah, I've written 4 books, I'm running a school, developing a software program. And he's like, how are you getting everything done? And my answer is always that I have the right systems, that I depend on systems that work. And every once in a while, a system will get screwed up if it's not placed right. But if it's the right system, it really doesn't fail. And I'll see really quickly if the system isn't working. So I said to what the irony is, now we have 18 people on the Staffless Practice team. And I said to one of our managers today, we call our managers the queen bees. So one of the bees, um, something didn't work, like somebody didn't tag someone else. And the first thing I said to her is, it's nobody's fault, it's the system. So somewhere the system is broken. Somewhere the system doesn't work because that link got broken. The nice thing is that I don't have to think this intensely about my practice. And when I'm able to see somebody like Joe, who I saw tonight, who I haven't seen in a long time, and say, I'm doing all these things. And then the next question is, he'll look at me and say, are you still in practice? And I say, until the cows come home, buddy, like until my hands fall off, I need to stop saying that because I'm telling the universe something very clear. But until the cows come home, I will be in practice. I love serving chiropractic. So how do I do all the things? I have systems that work really well. So I didn't for a long time. I didn't know what needed to be put in place for me to serve great care without having a team of people doing the things for my practice to run. And I thought it was people that I needed to put in the place of the system. And most often it wasn't. Some of the time it was, though. Some of the time it really did require a person to lean on. And then what would happen is I'd put the wrong person in just because I liked them or they seemed cool, or I'd want to be their friend. And I'd be like, yeah, you should come work at my practice. And it just didn't work. So another ironic moment is that now, and I say this a lot when we go live and share with the community, one of the first jobs that we suggest to our students that they hire for is called a Casper. And the Casper is the person who comes to your office when nobody else is there, and they do all the things to make the office fresh. They empty the trash, they water the plants, they take out the garbage, um, I guess that's the same thing as emptying the trash. It's been a long day, you guys, hang tight, right? They do a lot of the stuff that is just not, it's not in the bandwidth zone for the practitioner. And really what we want to see, what the goal is of the Staffless Practice Success System, is for wellness practitioners to show up, give great care, and go home. Yes, you're going to have to take notes. Everybody has to take notes, right? However, if you can make the notes as efficient as possible, that's the goal. So you show up, you give great care, you have fun, you take your notes, you do your due diligence, and you go home. All of the rest of the stuff, the admin stuff, really can be streamlined. And there is a lovely balance between streamlining and automating. And the automation is when it's something that can be put in place and set it and forget it. And that's it. It's done. You don't have to look at it again. The streamlining is more like it has some automation pieces in it, but it's a system that is more complicated. It has a workflow to it. So I'm going to show you a couple of my favorite tools. And the cool thing is that I'm going to show you these tools in our new program. Isn't that fun? So I just want to make sure that I've got the right things up in front of me. Okay. So what we've done is we developed a software platform called the Practice Suite. And the problem that the suite resolves is having to have 50 freaking accounts to run your practice. Now you need one. And there's one place to look for all of the things that need to get done. And what I want to do is I want to show you around a suite, and then I want to show you how texting and emailing can come into place. Okay. So I just want to make sure that I'm live where I want to be. Yep, I see Andrea jumping in. Okay, and I'm going to hit refresh here and hopefully it doesn't screw us up because I want to see if you guys have questions. Okay, so Andrea is with me. Whoever else is with me this evening, if you have questions, I'm watching and I'll be able to see. Okay, so let's go over to a suite. This is actually a demo suite. This is our purple demo suite. And there we've got all different colors waiting for you guys. We have purple, we've got a green one. It really depends on like what your flavor is. So let's use the green one because it feels really good on my brain right now. I want to talk first about text messages. So let's actually let's go back to the purple one. If somebody, let's say this was the practice suite for my practice, there is a conversation window where texting and emailing, social media messages, including Facebook, Instagram. I think it does Twitter too. I don't use Twitter, so I'm not super familiar with that feature. All of those conversations will land in here. And what it ends up looking like, let's say Jane Doe just sent me a text. Her text would end up here. That looks like the only text message that we've gotten. I'm not going to open up a live account because I don't know what's waiting. I haven't checked my messages in a minute. So if I wanted to send a message to Jane right now, I can choose either a text or an email, and I can then go into my templates if it's a text. Templates are what separates the men from the boys, the women from the girls, right? Templates are the thing that makes your time protected, and that's what we're trying to do here. The lovely thing about templates too is that you can set templates up in workflows. Like you can tell your practice suite, hey, I want, when somebody reaches out to me and I've never met them before, they're a brand new lead in my practice suite, I want to first send them the template for a welcome to our world. 5 minutes later, send them an email. 10 minutes later, send them a text message that says, hey, I just sent you an important email. Did you get it? A day later, check in on them with email and text. 3 days later, like it goes on and on. This is the kind of thing you set and forget. This is the kind of thing that you say, if somebody's new in my world, I want them to be nurtured. I want to make sure that I'm not dropping the ball, that they know how important they are to me, and they know that I am the person to give them great care, right? The other lovely thing about templates when it comes to emails and texting is that it's the kind of thing that you can very easily delegate. Like so one of the things that we do when somebody gets a new suite with us is we start building them what's called an SOP, or a standard operating procedure. We're building the SOP as we're asking you the questions we need to build the suite, and we're putting them all in a happy place to deliver to you once the suite is done. So if you have a virtual assistant or you have a office manager who's brand new and they need to learn how to answer your phone, or how to, what text message needs to go to Dr. Bob or whatever, you're going to lose a large percentage of the opportunity to screw it up if you say, on day 2, send this template. The template's already written, so they're not going to add typos to it. It's already, all they have to do is click a button and send the template out. So that's more texting than anything. And if you can imagine how much time is saved there. I also want you guys to know that when I talk about texting templates, our intention is to make it super clear that you never want to be texting health information to a practice member. This is more like, Sally, you left your umbrella at the office, right? It's not, Sally, take 3 doses of magnesium, whatever, right? No, 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 no. You never want to do that in a text. So you got to be smart about it, but it will save you admin. This is all about admin time, you guys. If you want to talk about like clinic time, right? If you want to save on clinic time, you could set up templates and emails for the care plan for the patient. And you could have a kick-ass template in place for after you saw a new practice member, the things that you want to outline or put in front of them from your findings. You could pre-type most of it out and then just choose, right lateral instead of left medial or whatever it might be. You can literally write all of that out in a template and it will save you so much time. And again, it's the kind of thing that somebody could very easily do for you. The other fair warning that I have when it comes to emails and texts is you want to make sure that you're on a compliant platform. If you're sending text messages to patients or practice members or clients and you need to respect HIPAA, you got to make sure that you're doing it on a compliant app. And the Practice Suite is 100% HIPAA compliant. You actually have a BAA with the company that runs the Practice Suite or that holds the Practice Suite in Cyberland. It's all been thought of, you guys. It's all been thought of because so the cool thing is that whatever, like, I kind of have this fun playground that I'm hanging out in because as I meet these brilliant people and find these really cool solutions for efficiency in practice, I'm the guinea pig. My practice members are the guinea pig. We'll try it out on Lightsource Chiropractic's playground, right? So our practice has been on the Practice Suite for the past couple of months, and it's a game changer. It's been incredible. And even my practice members have said to me, you've really stepped up your communication game, and it seems like you're just a lot more available. What's changed? It's pretty impressive. The only thing on their end that they know has changed is I have a different texting number. They couldn't care less. And the interesting thing is that that's usually one of the biggest pushback points for people when they're getting into something like a new Practice Suite. They'll say, oh, I can't change my number. It's written everywhere. People don't care, you guys. They don't even know what your number is. Do you know what your kid's phone number is? Most of us don't. We don't look at phone numbers. And to change it to a number from one to the other in a cell isn't a big deal these days. So don't make a big deal out of that. Okay. The only other thing I wanted to mention, and if you guys are in the Staffless Practice Club, we are going to be giving you all of the templates this week. You are going to, in masterclass, we're going to give you a copy of the most commonly used email templates and the most commonly used texting templates, just so that you have it. And if you want that, come on over to the club and get in now. I'll go ahead and drop a link below where you're watching this video. I did want to talk to you about the Sunday text. And actually, last night I forgot to send it out. I sent it out at like 8:45, which is a big no-no in my world. But it's that important that I jumped on and sent it out. So every Sunday usually at like 6, somewhere between 6 and 7 p.m., we send a text out to our active practice members. My hours change frequently, so this isn't something I automate. And it's something I streamline. You see the difference there? There is a template, but I change it when I send the text out. And I'll say something like, hey, here are the hours at Lightsource this week. Text us back if you need a spot or see Jane. And I leave the Jane URL. That does a couple of things, and I do talk about this a lot too. One, it keeps you on the mind of your practice members. And two, even if they already have an appointment, they're thinking of you, and maybe they might like sit up a little bit straighter or be a little bit kinder to the people who are excuse me, in front of them because of what you represent in their world. But the second thing it does is if they don't have an appointment with you, they're like, oh my God, this is so convenient. And they'll just click the link and they'll book the appointment and that's it. There's no call to make. There's no da 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 da. Today, I swear to you, this is true. I needed to make an appointment to it for a doctor. I really like this doctor. I hate calling to make appointments. And it took it took about 6 minutes for her to find my information. The lady that was on the phone with me, she was lovely, but this is the system, right? It takes a good 5, 6 minutes to say, okay, you're the person that we're talking to. They need my birth date, they need all of these different things, right? They need my credentials. And then they look at the schedule and we go through, no, that's not gonna work. Maybe we do that. Yeah, maybe we'll do this instead. If I could have just texted her in a 30-second texting conversation, it would have saved me so much of it would have saved me 6 minutes. And let's see, how much could I get done in 6 minutes? How much could you get done in 6 minutes? If you're anything like me, that answer is it's worth its weight in gold, right? And always, always, always within the Staffless Practice Success System, we're looking at protecting time, energy, and money. Time, energy, money, time, energy, money, time, energy, money. Not only mine, but the time, energy, money of the people who I'm serving too. Okay, those are the big things that I wanted to talk to you about tonight. I want your wheels to start spinning. We are in, I know the question's going to come, we are in our beta stage of the practice suite. If you are interested, if you have the bandwidth this summer to be one of our beta sweeties and you want to experience the practice suite at a fraction of the cost that we're going to be offering it at, reach out to me and reach out to me now because I think we might have one spot left because another spot was taken today. And we're booking now into August. So if you say to me, yes, Jody, I want a suite, we're going to start you in August on that. Okay, good stuff coming, you guys. Again, if you're a club member, you're getting all the templates this week. It's going to be a big deal. If you are not a club member, I'll do you a solid. What is the club? The club is a group coaching forum where you also get content dripped to you every week. You get a ton of free stuff. And you also get live coach calls with me or one of our partners or one of our team members on efficiency and joy in practice. It's $89 a month. You tell us when you want to leave. And I'm going to just throw out a free month of the club following this training. Okay, I'll talk to you guys really soon. Go make the world better with great care, and we will definitely connect on next Monday at the same time.